Everyone is talking, but nobody's listening. There's a lot of sound right now. Constant sound. People are always talking, posting, commenting, explaining themselves, but very little of it is actual communication. Most of it is discharge. People speak to release tension, not to connect. They talk to relieve anxiety, not to understand other people. That's why your conversations feel crowded but empty at the same time. Listening is different from waiting to speak. And a lot of people are not listening. They're just holding until they get their turn to speak. You can feel it when you're around them. Their body is already leaning forward. Their response is loaded before you even finish your sentence. Nothing lands. Real listening requires tolerance for silence, and silence has slowly over time become uncomfortable. So, because silence brings space, creates space actually, and space brings up feeling, people fill it. They talk through pauses, interrupt moments that could settle, add noise where attention is actually being asked for. That's why truly being heard feels rare now. Not because people don't care, but because most people are overstimulated and ungrounded. Listening asks you to stay present without controlling the moment, without redirecting it, without making it about you. I literally go on TikTok and I see, or not just TikTok, threads, Instagram, TikTok, and multiple people post something about their life. Whether it's like a picture of, like, I literally saw a TikTok of somebody posting them getting a dimple implanted in their, it's not a natural dimple, it's like a surgery dimple. And then somebody's gonna comment a photo of them and be like, natural dimple gang. And then people are commenting natural dimple gang. What does that have to do with the TikTok? And then the girl who posted her photo of her dimple, people was commenting under her thing talking about, you're so pretty, which is great, it's positive. But at the same time, is it? Presence takes effort when your nervous system is already overloaded. And here's something subtle that a lot of people don't notice. Pay attention to when you start talking faster, when your voice gets louder, when you explain something no one asks you to explain or clarify. Often, that's not expression, that's avoidance. Talking can be a way to stay above feeling instead of inside it. That doesn't make it wrong, it just makes it information or informative. Because connection doesn't come from sound, it comes from attention. So people keep things moving, they keep noise flowing, they keep the moment from settling long enough for anything real to actually form. That's why conversation feels transactional now. Why vulnerability gets skimmed past. And why everyone feels unseen while constantly being perceived. But the question this should leave you with is, when you speak, are you trying to be heard? Or are you trying to avoid what might come up if you stay quiet for a little bit longer? Because the difference between noise and presence is very simple. One fills space and the other holds it. And most people haven't practiced holding space for others or even themselves in a very long time.